Welcome to another session of Ebenezer Gate coaching classes. This is a numerical aptitude type problem. The phase margin in degrees of g of s, which is equal to 10 by s plus 0.1 into s plus 1 into s plus 10 is into not this is into calculated using asymptotic body plot. So if you draw the body plot here, so for very low values of omega, it will be 10 by 0.1 into 1 into 10, which is 10, and 20 log 10, 20 log 10 will be 20. So very low values of will be at 20 dB. Then at omega at 0.1, there will be a drop of 20 dB per decade. 0.1, there will be a drop of 20 dB per decade. And again at 1, there will be another drop of suppose this is minus 20 and this is minus 40. Is 1. Will be a drop. And again, there will be a sharper drop, minus 100, another minus 60. So this will be at 100. So from this, we can see that at 0.1, it is going to be 20 dB, and at 1, it's going to be 0. So what is the phase margin? Phase margin is 180 degree plus angle of G of j omega at the gain crossover. What is the gain crossover? Gain crossover, omega gain crossover is omega when magnitude of G of j omega is 1 or 20 log G of j omega is 0. So in body plot, wherever this is 20 and drop by 20 here, and at 1 it becomes 0. So at body plot at 1, omega equal to 1, we have the gain crossover. This is the gain crossover frequency, omega gain crossover. Now, what I do is I find the angle at the gain crossover frequency, and then so omega equal to 1, this will give an angle, this will not give an angle because this will not give an angle. So only these two angles I can consider because this is farther away from 1, more than 10 times from 1. So nearly it's equal to 10 times. So normally we neglect that. So this angle is, this will give, so it is actually the angle of j omega is the angle of j omega, angle of j omega is actually minus tan inverse of omega by 0.1 minus tan inverse of omega by 1 minus tan inverse of omega by 10. Omega by 0.1 is omega is 1. Omega is omega gc is omega gc is 1. So angle will be angle of j omega will be minus tan inverse of 10 minus tan inverse of 1 minus tan inverse of 1 by 10. We can neglect this. Tan inverse of 1 by 10 can be neglected. Tan inverse of 1 is 45. Tan inverse of 10 is 90. So it is minus 90 minus 45 minus this is minus 135 minus 135. So base margin is going to be 180 minus 135, which is going to be 45. So the phase margin is actually 45 degrees. Thank you. God bless you.